Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Give instructions to or direct somebody to do something with authority. Give evidence. He was telling on all his former colleague. Narrate or give a detailed account of. Inform positively and with certainty and confidence. I tell you that man is a crook. Express in words. Tell me what is bothering you. A Swiss patriot who lived in the early 14th century and who was renowned for his skill as an archer. According to legend, an Austrian governor compelled him to shoot an apple from his son's head with his crossbow, which he did successfully without mishap. Mark as different. Discern or comprehend. He could tell that she was unhappy. Let something be known. Give instructions to or direct somebody to do something with authority. Issue an injunction. Usually plural, the status or rank or office of a Christian clergyman in an ecclesiastical hierarchy. Assign a rank or rating to. A commercial document used to request someone to supply something in return for payment and providing specifications and quantities. IBM received an order for 100 computers. A group of person living under a religious rule. The Order of Saint Benedict. Give instructions to or direct somebody to do something with authority. She ordered him to do the shopping. Appoint to a clerical posts. Issue commands or orders for. A degree in a continuum of size or quantity. It was on the order of a mile. A condition of regular or proper arrangement. He put his desk in order. A body of rules followed by an assembly. A legally binding command or decision entered on the court record, as if issued by a court or judge. A friend in New Mexico said that the order caused no trouble out there. Arrange thoughts, ideas, temporal events. The act of putting things in a sequential arrangement. There were mistakes in the ordering of items on the list. A formal association of people with similar interests. Men from the fraternal order will staff the soup kitchen today. Logical or comprehensible arrangement of separate elements. We shall consider these questions in the inverse order of their presentation. Bring into conformity with rules or principles or usage. Impose regulations. Architecture. One of original three styles of Greek architecture distinguished by the type of column and entablature used or a style developed from the original three by the Romans. A request for something to be made, supplied, or served. I gave the waiter my order. Biology. Taxonomic group containing one or more families. Bring order to or into. Established customary state, especially of society. Order ruled in the streets. Make a request for something. Order a work stoppage. Often plural, a command given by a superior, e.g., a military or law enforcement officer, that must be obeyed. The British ships dropped anchor and waited for orders from London. Place in a certain order. Order the photos chronologically. Have or contain a certain wording or form. What does the law say? Give instructions to or direct somebody to do something with authority. Express a supposition. Let us say that he did not tell the truth. speak, pronounce, or utter in a certain way. I cannot say, zip wire. Report or maintain. The registrar says that I owe the school money. Express in words. Communicate or express nonverbally. What does this painting say? Indicate. The clock says noon. Recite or repeat a fixed text. State as one's opinion or judgment. Declare. I say let's forget this whole business. The chance to speak. Let him have his say. Utter aloud. Provide evidence for. Provide evidence for. Stand as proof of. Show by one's behavior, attitude, or external attributes. Give evidence. Your basis for belief or disbelief. Knowledge on which to base belief. The evidence that smoking causes lung cancer is very compelling. An indication that makes something evident. His trembling was evidence of his fear. Law. All the means by which any alleged matter of fact whose truth is investigated at judicial trial is established or disproved. Narrate or give a detailed account of. Provide commentary for a film, for example. Recite in elocution. Render verbally. Recite a poem. Narrate or give a detailed account of. Specify individually. The doctor recited the list of possible side effects of the drug. Repeat aloud from memory. She recited a poem. Narrate or give a detailed account of. An additional, usually a second, count, especially of the votes in a close election. Count again. We had to recount all the votes after an accusation of fraud was made. Cause to feel sure. Give reassurance to. The airline tried to reassure the customers that the planes were safe. Be careful or certain to do something. Make certain of something. Make a promise or commitment. Make certain of. Inform positively and with certainty and confidence. Assure somebody of the truth of something with the intention of giving the listener confidence. I assured him that traveling to Cambodia was safe. Indicate through a symbol, formula, etc. The territory occupied by a nation. A politically organized body of people under a single government. The state has elected a new president. Chemistry. The three traditional states of matter are solids, fixed shape and volume, and liquids, fixed volume and shaped by the container, and gases, filling the container. The solid state of water is called ice. The territory occupied by one of the constituent administrative districts of a nation. His state is in the deep south. Put before. The federal department in the United States that sets and maintains foreign policies. Express in words. State your opinion. A state of depression or agitation. He was in such a state you just couldn't reason with him. The group of people comprising the government of a sovereign state. The state has lowered its income tax. The way something is with respect to its main attributes. The current state of knowledge. A Swiss patriot who lived in the early 14th century and who was renowned for his skill as an archer. According to legend, an Austrian governor compelled him to shoot an apple from his son's head with his crossbow, which he did successfully without mishap. Evolve so as to lead to a new species or develop in a way most suited to the environment. Mark as different. Be a distinctive feature, attribute, or trait, sometimes in a very positive sense. Become different during development. Cells differentiate. Become distinct and acquire a different character. Calculate a derivative. Take the derivative. Identify as in botany or biology, for example. Detect with the senses. Mark as different. We distinguish several kinds of maple. Be a distinctive feature, attribute, or trait, sometimes in a very positive sense. His modesty distinguishes him from his peers. Make conspicuous or noteworthy. Mark as different. Mark as different. Treat differently on the basis of sex or race. Act as a barrier between. Stand between. Have the connection undone, having become separate. Arrange or order by classes or categories. Become separated into pieces or fragments. Separate into parts or portions. Discontinue an association or relation. Go different ways. The couple separated after 25 years of marriage. Force, take, or pull apart. He separated the fighting children. Divide into two or more branches so as to form a fork. Make a division or separation. Go one's own way. Move apart. The friends separated after the party. Standing apart. Not attached to or supported by anything. A house with a separate garage. Mark as different. Come apart. The two pieces that we had glued separated. A separately printed article that originally appeared in a larger publication. A garment that can be purchased separately and worn in combinations with other garments. Divide into components or constituents. Independent. Not united or joint. A problem consisting of two separate issues. Separated according to race, sex, class, or religion. Separate but equal. Mark as different. Distinguish or separate. Mark as different. Distinguish or separate. Detect with the senses. Mark as different. Reprimand. Express the need or desire for. She requested an extra bed in her room. The verbal act of requesting. A formal message requesting something that is submitted to an authority. Ask. A person, to do something. I requested that she type the entire manuscript. Inquire for information. I requested information from the secretary. Act as an informer. She had informed on her own parents for years. Give character or essence to. The principles that inform modern teaching. Impart knowledge of some fact, state of affairs, or event to. I informed him of his rights. To declare or affirm solemnly and formally as true. Establish or strengthen as with new evidence or facts. Say yes to. Have faith or confidence in. Utter obscenities or profanities. To declare or affirm solemnly and formally as true. Before God I swear I am innocent. Make a deposition. Declare under oath. Promise solemnly. Take an oath. Move about aimlessly or without any destination, often in search of food or employment. To declare or affirm solemnly and formally as true. Stately heavy-bodied aquatic bird with very long neck and usually white plumage as adult. Sweep majestically. Airplanes were swanning over the mountains. State categorically. Insist on having one's opinions and rights recognized. Women should assert themselves more. To declare or affirm solemnly and formally as true. Postulate positively and assertively. The letter asserts a free society. Report or maintain. To declare or affirm solemnly and formally as true. Check or regulate, a scientific experiment, by conducting a parallel experiment or comparing with another standard. To declare or affirm solemnly and formally as true. Attach or append a legal verification to a pleading or petition. Confirm the truth of. Please verify that the doors are closed. Admit openly and bluntly. Make no bones about. To declare or affirm solemnly and formally as true. Articulate, either verbally or with a cry, shout, or noise. Express in speech. Be verbose. Convert into a verb. Obtain from a substance, as by mechanical action. Italians express coffee rather than filter it. Indicate through a symbol, formula, etc. Can you express this distance in kilometers? Articulate, either verbally or with a cry, shout, or noise. She expressed her anger. Serve as a means for expressing something. Mail that is distributed by a rapid and efficient system. Rapid transport of goods. Public transport consisting of a fast train or bus that makes only a few scheduled stops. He caught the express to New York. Give expression to. Manifest the effects of a gene or genetic trait. Many of the laboratory animals express the trait. Not tacit or implied. Her express wish. Send by rapid transport or special messenger service. She expressed the letter to Florida. Without unnecessary stops. An express train.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.